What's happening? Welcome to On the One. I'm your host, Cory Wong. With me is Petar Janic.
There we go. Smashing the first name.
For whatever reason, he doesn't correct people when they don't say his name the right way. I don't know why.
Seems
but
like a lot of work.
Today we're looking at brand new single, Smokeshow. It's the first single off of the Vulf Wong's Cafe album. If you're watching this before January 8th-ish, 2022, then you can order this on vinyl. Otherwise, it's never getting pressed again. Woody Goss sent me a demo. He said, I don't know what to do with this. I got this tune idea. What do you got? I said, oh, dude, I know exactly what to do with this. I put a bunch of stuff on it. Woody was like, yes, that's so great. He was super excited about it. We went back and forth on a bunch of email things, and I played everything on the song except for the pianos Woody played and Eddie Barbash played alto and soprano sax. If you haven't seen the music video for this song, it's pretty funny. Jack Stratton, bandleader of Vulfpeck, decided to put this to Versace 95.
95?
It's the equivalent of Base Day 98 in the fashion world. Just get ready for NAMM 23. I'm trying to be a part of one of these events, these historic events at some point. But I don't think anything will ever beat Base Day 98. I'm going to give you a little taste of I'll give you first half of the verse and first chorus, so you just kind of get reacclimated with the tune. Here's what we're looking at.
1 second. How many episodes of Law & Order did you watch before you even did this?
I'm down with Law & Order. I am down with Law & Order. All right. That's the vibe, all right? Law & Order, late 80s. Let's start with the drums on this.
I have questions. I have a lot of questions for you.
Here's the drum sound, and then I'll explain it as it's going. Now, I played the drums on this one drum at a time. I didn't feel like working it out all at once on the kit. I got my kick drum, and I just went just the kick, and then I did just the snare, and then I did just the hi-hat, and then I added actually a second hi-hat, which you can see I put a little bit of the squeeze on, put a little La Machine on it, a little beat detective, sue me, but it felt like it had a really interesting lock when I did that one, beat detective, and nothing else. So I did kick, and then trigger warning. I did a kick. And then I did a trigger, supplementing the kick, snare, trigger, supplementing the snare. Because all it is hi-hat, kick, and snare. And then there's some other extra program drum stuff
which is dope,
on top of it. I'm going to play the drums. Give me your questions.
Pattern-wise, we both approach drumming perspective, the tune the same way, by having different sections. Give me your verse pattern, what made you do the kick pattern there? Give me why. So clearly, earlier we were talking before we started filming, I asked you, because I couldn't hear, is it 4 on the floor? That makes sense. I hear now it's 4 on the floor. But still, it's like the second, when you hit the snare and the kick, you can tell the kick is a little quieter. So that's also with your playing, with your touch and
whatnot. Just the way that it's mixed.
Yeah.
But the verse pattern, it was going with the bass guitar, but then also going with the saxophone melody.
With the melody. Got it.
So you can watch the kick drum pattern as it goes by here on the verse.
Wait, was that kick? No, that was just a snare. Was that? No, it was just a snare. Kicking.
It's boop, bop, bop, bop.
Oh, it is the kick doing it too.
Yeah. The first one's just the kick. Bop, bop, bop. It would feel less like a programmy thing because there's so much other programmed stuff in there. Now, actually, speaking of the one drum at a time thing, you'll notice we're in a different studio. This is John Field's studio, Strawberries Studios, or I don't know what he calls it. John's uncle, Steven Greenberg, Lips Inc. You want to talk about a tackle box of hooks? Funky Town. The actual vocoder used for Funky Town is right there. Right there. John's uncle made Funky Town. That's the vocoder. Anyways, the reason why I bring that up is
That's how he recorded.
That's how he recorded the drums on it.
Everything separate. Actually, fun fact: he recorded the kick drum not with his foot.
With
he
his hand.
I
remember him
pressing the
saying
kick
that.
pedal. As what just to say, it was like a randomly
A bucket that happened to be in the key of C. That's so dope.
insane.
Anyways, so that's the approach to the drums. Now, the programming on here is, to me, like what I would call the perk bus, the programming, the percussion stuff that I did. I got my classic Lynn clap on beat 4 of bar 2. I do this a lot. I got a little bit of tambourine action happening. I got a Roland 808 pattern that I did. I separated it just so I could pan one left, one right. Mm-hmm. And then I have this little EKG sound that's like a heart monitor. Here's the EKG. This is the interesting sound to me.
Just waiting for the. You should have
Right
to do it with that. That's funky. That's dope. He's alive.
Gotta add the heartbeat to the song, and then later it goes week goo goo week goo goo goo.
Oh yeah, the bridge with the dope. Sounds like a video game.
I wanted to add the little kind of David Byrne Talking Heads sort of sounds in there. All right, let's move on to the bass. Now, the interesting about this tune, G sus, the entire way. The original title for this tune, up until I sent it to Jack, was G sus and the Manger. Woody came up with that, and come on, I gotta give it up to him. It's a dope title. But
yeah.
But I think Smokeshow actually, after putting the song together, fits the song more.
I mean, with the video.
Well, yeah, but the video is just
great.
kind of, But G sus and the Manger, that's pretty good.
That's amazing.
That's pretty good. I really hope that Woody uses that for something else, or I'm gonna have to steal it. Hey, we got copyright on that, so don't you go trying to steal that album or song title. Here's the bass. It's all G sus throughout the whole song. So I tried to come up with one pattern for the verse, one pattern for the B section, one pattern for the bridge, and then the outro. But what I did to record it is I played the bass. Here's just the regular bass part.
To the jazz bass?
Yeah. I doubled it. No, I just copied the bass part down.
Oh.
I added this Uber mod to kind of make it wide. So the main bass is down the middle and gives you all the low end, but all the high end stuff is on the sides.
Speaking of plugins, what else do you have on the bass?
Just EQ.
Yep.
Transient designer to less sustain, just more attack.
Got it.
Auto-tune, I don't know why I put auto-tune. Maybe it was a little out of tune or something. And then a distressor.
Wow. Huh.
So here's the bass. Here's both of them together. Hear how the low end's down the middle. The top end kind of feels wider.
Yep. Oh, it's perfect.
All right, let's go down the line. This is actually the stuff that Woody sent in the original demo. I'll just put that stuff in. He played a real piano.
It's like muted.
Yeah, and I put this trem control on it.
Oh, I love that. That plugin is so dope.
To kind of make it
sick.
And then later he added this piano chord thing in. Oh, and
Better make this patch, KG, because this is dope.
yeah. So if you want to hear just those pianos on the bridge that kind of make up that part, it's pretty cool. Low piano, high piano. Add the chord. It's pretty
Put the
dope.
drums in. Put the rims in. Woo!
That's pretty funky.
That's amazing.
I made a loop out of his original one, copied it over. So here's the synths, kind of where it gets a little more synthy.
It's great.
Just to add a little extra. And I guess while we're on the synths, I'll skip the guitars for now. The other synth stuff that I added was in the melody. So I added these two synth melodies.
It's like a DX7. Ooh, that was like at the ARP. What was that?
Yeah. So this guy, and I kind of panned him a little bit. So here's the first synth melody. Kind of Zawinali.
Yeah.
I was just trying to get a Zawinal synth happening. And then
Go along
here's
with the Zawinul, dude.
this one is kind of like xylophone.
Sick.
And I added in the guitar melody. Second time around, I added harmony. Kind of weird harmonies, you know?
Cannot go wrong with a guitar harmony.
I like it when sometimes the harmonies get kind of dumb.
Yeah,
It's like kind of not proper.
but it's dope.
But it
works.
kind of helps, yeah, it just gives it its own, it kind of like, most of my horn arrangement things are very proper harmony, and that's how Michael Nelson writes, and it's
Yeah.
amazing. But I think sometimes it's nice to have stuff that feels a little more unlearned, you know? Mm-hmm. Then here's the melody with the soprano. I doubled the track, just copy pasted it, but added the micro shift to give it like a detune and delay sort of thing. Again, kind of like the bass where it spreads something to the side and
Yeah.
then has one down the middle.
Sounds really dope. It's like you're in a conference room or something.
We recorded the saxophone for this in the conference room of a Courtyard Marriott hotel.
In San Diego.
Yeah, in San Diego. Played Morley Field disc golf course, hit the hot tub, and then at night went in there and the lady was like, I'll give you 30 minutes in here. So Barbash is working this out, kind of learning the melody. And then
You gotta tell him the Sonny. Sonny walking in.
oh yeah, Sonny walks in while we're recording. He's like, "Can I listen?" At the end of every take, like right as Eddie finishes, Sonny goes, "Wow, that's dope!" And I had to like cut the yeah, just being a hype man.
Yeah, funky.
We ended up being in there for a couple hours because we recorded Sweet Potato Pie, Out in the Sun, and Smokeshow all in that night. And the lady from the front desk is like, "You said you'd be a half hour. It's been 2.5 hours." I was like, "Can you please just like let us get 20 seconds?" She's like, "What does 20 seconds mean to you?" So he recorded the last 4 bars of Out in the Sun. And the lady was sitting there watching us, just like, "Pack up, let's get out of here."
It's a conference room at
I
night.
got guests on the second floor, and they don't want to hear the saxophone.
Oh, fair enough.
Anyways.
Your saxophone.
So here's what the melody sounds like. Guitar, sax, and synths. What actually makes this alto part really interesting, what makes it really sultry and kind of sexy, is the fact that it's this instrument that's kind of high, mid-range, but he's playing literally the lowest part that he can comfortably play on the horn. It's, to me, similar to if you meet somebody and you expect them to have a higher voice and they have a lower, sultrier voice or something. But also I told him, play kind of as quiet as you can. I want to hear as much air as I can hear notes. I want just as much breath as I can hear notes. So here's the alto soloed. Because also when I add when I add the compressor on, it actually brings the breath close in there with the notes. So it's a really cool effect to kind of give you a different sort of thing than if a tenor sax was just kind of playing it in its regular range. Yeah. I have two different types of guitars on this. One is like the guitar melody, which we heard. I recorded high octave on the sides, low octave down the middle. Then I did harmonies, like I was saying, kind of these janky harmonies.
Oh, that's clean. All right, I'm gonna do it. What you got in the guitars?
What do I have on the guitars? I got that ARCHETYPE Cory Wong plugin on the guitars. Pew, pew, pew. Smash that link. It's down there. Buy the plugin. It's the sound. What guitar am I using? Pew, pew, pew. Smash that link down there. It's the Cory Wong signature Stratocaster through the ARCHETYPE Cory Wong plugin. Now let's go through some of the other guitar parts. So in the chorus, I also did this little thing.
Classic.
Exactly, yeah, that's actually exactly what I do. Exactly it. I added in later, but here's what I do for this kind of bridge section. I tried to build a guitar orchestra so I have one section, continues on, add a couple extra guitars, continues on, add some more. Here is that kind of bridge guitar orchestra section.
That's so tight. Yo, play that guy.
What?
Just the one string guy. That guy just adds so much.
Oh, the single string dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's pretty dope.
And you have two pan left and right.
Yeah. And that's the trick, is to really make sure that their pocket is the exact same. But that's also kind of why when I double myself as many times as I do, I'm placing time the same way every overdub.
It's like you're using a pick, sewing the pocket.
So it's forcing some kind of monster thing again. And then this guy is...
It's crazy. You can hear like the little overtone, the little ring.
Yeah, it's just me not muting the strings enough. I got the squeal. I love that guy. I love that guy. That guy's just like, you're just hanging out and that guy's like, ah! It's like you're watching Sesame Street and they're walking down the street and all of a sudden the guy just like pops up out of nowhere, you know? That's what I think of when I think of that.
Or like you're crossing the street and somebody's just breaking.
Other guitar we didn't talk about is the surf guitar. It just adds a different weird vibe.
This, you gotta play it. I don't...
This.
Oh yeah. It's like reminds me a little bit of the Paul Franklin Dire Straits
Yeah.
kind of vibe.
Yeah, when I go out disc golfing, I got a tiki playlist that I listen to every round.
It is true.
So I'm in tiki mode half the time, and there's a lot of pedal steel, there's a lot of slide stuff. So in context, this is what that adds. It's different, you know.
That wave.
Waves, dude. And he comes back later.
He better come back later.
The guitar solo.
I'm just gonna take a 5-minute break here and let you decide.
I had to get my grading on, because here's the deal. The whole song's a G sus, right? A lot of Mixolydian, sus. Now, we play a lot of these jam festivals. I'm down with the way these guitar players play, but they're always doing the Jerry / Trey / kind of blues-ish. What I don't hear is cats in the jam scene rocking the Steely Dan on top of the Mixolydian joints. So I thought, okay, what would it be like to give it the Carlton grading? And I said, how about I just give homage to one of the finest guitar solos of all time, Peg. I'm going to solo the guitar solo. You can hear what I did. I took the arc of his solo.
Yeah, you did. I the first time we talked on the phone, beep. Dude, what did you do, man?
Nah, see, theirs goes da 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 da. Ours goes da 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 da.
I like the repetition. I love the repetition. Yeah. Fade out.
A fade out to give another homage to what's my favorite guitar solo song of all time, Kid Charlemagne. The Larry Carlton fade out at the end of a song, guitar solo. I've never done a song like that. I wanted to do it. Okay? And I don't play a lot of guitar solos on my albums. I don't know why, but I had to on this one. I feel really good about it. I had this other spot that was kind of a continuation of the B section melody, alto and soprano and harmony, guitar harmony.
Love the rhythm selection too.
Yeah, it feels good.
Yeah.
It felt like too much to have the same chorus melody happen again. Mm-hmm. It feels like a post-chorus, you know, and it was the kind of melody that I could put at the end of the guitar solo and let it do its thing. So I think live, this one's going to be really fun to play because also the ending will be something that we can kind of open up.
Oh, yeah.
And just kind of...
Great drum solo moment there.
The one thing I'm worried about live, how are we going to do this live? How are we going to get the David Byrne? How are we going to get this David Byrne thing happening?
We'll figure it out.
These sounds.
Play the groove. 2 options. Get the SPDSX. Oh yeah, yeah. Or
I think
China. God!
now, as much as everybody loves the WWE, I think.
The WWE.
Anyways, we're not putting the WWE. Okay. To me, the China symbol goes, and this is. So the China would work because it's got the attack, but I think you got to have like an open timbale or a big open ring snare with it.
Technically, the best thing would be a timbale with a cymbal on, not a snare. A timbale because it's like an open, resonant, and has that king kind of overtone ring to it, and with the cymbal, it would get that king.
Check this out. Here it is, on its own.
Yeah, king.
Check it out without the devil lock on there.
Oh.
See, without this plugin, look, Sound Toys doesn't even pay me to say this. Man, I need an affiliate link, don't I? Like, you know what? I don't care. I don't need an affiliate link. I think Sound Toys is dope. I can say it without trying to sell a product, okay? Without the devil lock on here, this thing does not have the X factor. And to me, this is the X factor of this percussion part.
It's of the whole bridge section, honestly,
Here it is with it on. Just gives it that. Gah! All of a sudden, it's industrial, dude. It's 9 Inch Nails closer or something.
You know what's actually Phil Collins? A lot of Collins. A lot of Collins.
Tarzan, he destroyed Tarzan. How do I get one? Like, I don't think Nintendo knows how hard I would go for them. Come on, somebody out there.
Dude, they need to make a Donkey Kong movie.
I would kill that. I would kill that.
That's what we need.
Now, the easy one, the one that I could literally write and record in 2 weeks, Mario Kart.
Yeah?
I don't think, I want Nintendo to know how hard I would go for them. Okay?
This is what we need. NBA Jam.
Oh, I'd destroy that.
That would be
I'd destroy NBA Jam too. I want to write original music for these movies, for these games. I'm just putting it out into the ethos right now. I'm manifesting it here on this episode. Tell you what, I really appreciate you hanging out with us. Check out the new single, Smokeshow. It's on Spotify. I use a digital distributor called DistroKid. I log into my DistroKid. I say I want to upload an album. I put in the album, and they take care of putting it on all of the services for me. I know it's kind of confusing. It's on my Spotify. It's a Vulf Vault Wong's Cafe release. It's out there. Don't worry about it. It's cool. All right? We'll see you out there on the road. Peace!
Hey, speaking of which, you gotta hit the Marvel joint. If you want to go in on the movie thing, you gotta hit some Marvel.
I could crush Marvel.
Yeah.
I could crush Marvel. Although I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think Phase 4 is as killing as they thought it was going to be. Shang-Chi. That movie changed the game.
I just watched Eternals a couple of times.
I don't think Eternals is that.
It was okay.
I
agree.
I think they were trying a little hard on certain